how AI addresses inventory issues. Well, joining us today to speak about that important issue, Sankalp Arora, CEO and co-founder of Gava AI. Sankalp, it's great to see you. Welcome.
Thank you, Russell.
Sankalp, let's talk about some of the inventory tracking issues that are problematic for companies out there. What might some of those be?
So, with e-commerce expanding and specifically ballooning up during COVID-19, each and every inventory SKU has become important because each inventory piece you don't find, it's a missed order and it's a missed revenue opportunity. And it's the same for manufacturing. If you run out of goods and your line goes down, each good that you're not making is a lost revenue. So with shift to each individual SKU being shipped out to people, inventory monitoring and the need for inventory accuracy has just become so compelling because you want to know where each and every item is so you can make your end customer happy and get the revenue from them.
And when you don't have that, when you don't have that kind of specificity, you don't have that kind of precision, walk us through the repercussions that you are undoubtedly going to feel. What would you say?
So let's take an example. Let's say you order a pair of jeans and they're trying to fulfill that. They go out with their scanner, say, I'm going to pick this size jean, and they don't find a pair of jeans. Immediately, there's a mispick that goes to the inventory QA team, who then has to find that pair of jeans, around 65,000 jeans that are sitting there. And maybe in that time, if the truck has to leave because same-day orders or two-day orders have to be met, you just miss the order. And not only that, on that same order where you might have spent around $1, now you're spending $5 in fulfilling that same order, cutting into your margins. How do you overcome that if you don't have that precision? You carry shadow inventory, which is you carry way more than you need just to cover up for those mistakes. That ends up sitting on your balance sheet.
Absolutely.
And no CFO wants that.
And another one of the cascading results of that is that I, as the customer, I, as the consumer, not happy, may decide, all right, I'm not doing business with these folks ever again. So you haven't just lost that sale, you've lost any hope of any future sales,
yes.
To me. Plus, of course, I've just badmouthed you to everybody I know, right? That's the, that kind of thing. Well, all right, so we want to talk about artificial intelligence, how it addresses these inventory challenges, how it can help solve them. So walk us through that. What might be the panacea that AI can bring to this area?
It's interesting you use the word panacea. I'm not sure it exists. But there are little...
Can it at least mitigate
the issue?
Can
mitigate. It can do little improvements. There are three aspects. One is physical moving of goods, which is within the warehouse. And which is almost the part of AI that is apparent, which is you can, I have autonomous forklifts, or now I have autonomous picking to move goods, to increase accuracy. The second part of it is being able to predict better how much inventory I need, depending on the demand that I'll see from the consumers. And predictive AI and predictive analytics has been there for quite a bit. And even Amazon recently said that their main initiative for the next year is to get better predictions so that they can get on the right inventory levels. And I think with new LLM-based or GPT-based new AI, that will contribute more to it. Lastly, if your AI has to contribute to it, you need to feed in the right data of what's sitting in the warehouse. So computer vision-driven tracking of your inventory can give you real-time updates on how your things are moving so that you know exactly what's sitting where in your warehouse. So the three aspects and three domains where AI can contribute.
So the information input is going to be accurate and it's going to be up to the minute as well.
Right.
Yeah, clearly that's important. Let's talk about what else AI might do in the warehouse, what other contributions it might make in that space. Walk us through that. What would you say?
So one of the things that we'll see AI do is really drill down on SOP adherence, because more and more cameras are finding their way into the warehouse, and they're tracking how people are moving, they're tracking how operations are moving. So you will see more of SOP adherence there. You will see a lot of AI driven, not just demand forecast, but also hiring for labor and forecasting on how to do hiring for it. Because a lot of hiring is human interaction. And if you experienced ChatGPT recently, a lot of human interaction can now be automated in a fashion that can be quite emotionally intelligent as well. So that hiring waves of people for peak and then cutting down, I think that is going to be AI driven as well. I cannot stress enough how the prediction that AI brings of how things will move in the future, where demand will increase, where demand will decrease, how much of accurate data that prediction needs of what's sitting in your warehouse, how is the things flowing, and all of those things will become more and more commoditized. Where today it might seem I need to put a network of cameras, I need to put in capex. AI will put all of that as commoditized that you can just take it out of your OPEX and keep operating.
You make a very promising picture, I must say, of the contribution that the technology can bring to this important space. The final question I want to put to you, and I'm sure it's something that the viewer wants to hear your view on, is what exactly can Gava AI do for me? So if you would take a moment, tell us a little something about the space that you operate in, the focus of Gava AI. What would you say?
So we automate inventory monitoring and asset tracking in warehouses using a fleet of drones. And it hits actually all the points that I mentioned because it's completely OPEX. And what it does for our customers is, in some cases, go from 6 forklift just doing inventory to just one drone doing the inventory for them. And you don't need infrastructure or a network of cameras because the drone moves around and is a flying camera. In cases, we have taken facilities from 85 to 95% of inventory accuracy, and some facilities from 99.1 to 99.89 to 99.9% accuracy to improve their inventory accuracy, and as a result of it, actually for 3PL specifically, increase their revenue because they can pass that visibility out to their customers and they're ready to pay for that visibility because they increase their revenue because they know their inventory is going to customers and not just lost in the warehouse somewhere.
And you said there was no panacea. Those numbers are quite impressive, I must say.
Thank you so much.
Sankalp, you're quite busy here at the Manifest event, but you found time to speak with us. Thank you very much.
An absolute pleasure, Russell. Thank you so much.
Sankalp Arora, Gava AI, speaking with us today about AI and how it is improving inventory tracking, perhaps in your enterprise. Thanks for watching.